Welcome, my fellow fume heads, to my thoughts on the one and the only Old Spice. Come on, man. What's wrong with me? 6, 7 years shooting fragrance reviews, and I have not done some of the classics like Old Spice? What's wrong with me? So I got a decant, man, quite some time ago, from a fume head bro of mine, Jeffrey Richards. And I cannot thank you enough, man. And I promise you soon I will review a Tasca. But today, it's Old Spice. I even got a shirt for the festivities. Gotta go all out, man. So, you know, Old Spice was never a part of my life. The adults in my life when I was children, I don't think ever wore Old Spice. I never wore Old Spice when I was younger. I wore Drakkar in high school. And what's wrong with me? I have not reviewed that yet. That's got to come soon. So Old Spice is a new journey for me. There's no memories tied behind it like there are for so many people out there. When you're out there reading reviews on Old Spice, a lot of people refer to the memories. And of course you're going to have that. It's got to be the most popular men's aftershave cologne / whatever you want to call it for an awfully long time. I believe it came out in 1938, many, many moons ago. And, you know, I would kill. I wouldn't kill. But, you know, I would absolutely love to get my hands on some vintage 1938 Old Spice. It probably wouldn't be any good, but how cool would that be? And you know what? When you're talking about the age of Old Spice, one thing that I love about reviewing a scent like this, or, you know, taking it for a ride, going on a little journey with it, it's like Shalimar was for me with a scent like this, with all the decades behind it. It's so cool to sit and think about all of the changes that have happened with men over the years with this bottle of Old Spice sitting there, you know, on their dresser. Men that have gone off to war, men that were, you know, Harley riders, men that were in peace protests, men that did all kinds of crazy stuff over the decades, going to their jobs, going through divorces, all the changes, television coming out, all the crazy stuff that you can think about in the past however many years since 1938. A bottle of Old Spice has been there with men, and they've been putting it on for that long, and it's so cool. It's almost like I wish that I could have a bottle of Old Spice, and it could be like a time machine where I could like touch it, and it would take me back to a certain year, a certain time in man's life, and I could be like an invisible bystander and just watch, spend a day in that man's life and watch the struggles, watch his happiness, watch what was going on, how people acted in those times, how they talked. That would be so cool, you know, time traveling with Old Spice. Wouldn't that be a great TV show? So, with something from 1938, I imagine there's been many, many, many reformulations, and the juice that I have is modern. So I can only go off what I know, and I have to tell you, I wasn't expecting too much. I was expecting this to be kind of a bad, funny review, like some of the older ones I've reviewed, like Stetson. Stay away from that stuff. A great flannel. But Old Spice, what a pleasant surprise. No wonder this scent has been a mainstay for so many years. Wow. The quality behind it is crazy for such a cheapie. Now, it is a mature scent with just a slightly dated feel behind it, but nothing that throws me off, nothing that makes me go, ew, and not want to wear it. Fantastic quality behind this scent for sure, and the name Old Spice. That is so great, man, because the spice in this scent is killer. One of the best spice scents. Absolutely. Love the spice in this. And what I get out of Old Spice, for me, when you put on Old Spice, to me, it's like a spruce tree mixed with florals with tons of spice with a creamy base. So at the top of this, we've got the spruce element. There's no spruce listed in the notes anywhere for this scent, but that's what I get. I get that spruce, and then I get a hefty dose of spices. You have cinnamon, which is very prevalent, star anise, nutmeg, and clove. All of those are very prevalent. All of those give character to the scent, and I absolutely love that you can pick up on each one of those, and they stay very dominant for a very, very long time, pretty much throughout the entire life of the scent. So Old Spice, very good name for this fragrance, for sure. Now, with that spruce and with that spice, there is also adding a soapy, clean element to the scent. And when you're out there reading about Old Spice, there's lots of talk of the florals, and there's a lot of florals listed in this scent. Carnation, geranium, jasmine, heliotrope, and all of those, especially words like jasmine and heliotrope, can be scary words for Dan. Very scary words for Dan. But I got to tell you, what they add to this scent is not a big flower garden in your face. For me, it does not come across feminine at all. The soapy cleanness of the scent comes from the mixture of the florals and the aldehydes and the musk in this scent, keeping it masculine. Sure, it has a little bit of a powdery feel to it, but if you know me, I hate powder, and this scent doesn't offend me at all. The powderiness of this scent is mild, and that's probably because the base of this scent is helping out with that, with the sweetness. You have vanilla, tonka bean, and benzoin listed in the base notes, which adds like a creamy, milky woodiness in the base of this scent. And I know that it's 2017 and something like Old Spice that has probably been reformulated God knows how many times, that projection and longevity would more than likely suck, but not for me, not with this stuff. I get well past 8 hours. This juice just keeps going and going and going, and as time goes on, the scent does change. You know, at the top of this, I have that spruce, that green spruce kind of feel, and as time goes on, that sort of dies off, and more of a cedar element in the dry down starts to come out, so it changes. I absolutely love that. And the scent just picks up more of that creaminess from the sweet notes in the base of the scent. And it just keeps hanging on and on and on with the mixture of spices. Now with elements like spruce, cinnamon, and nutmeg, this does make a rather nice, fall holiday type of scent for sure. But it's definitely not heavy enough that you couldn't wear on like a summer night or even during a summer day. But it does have a little bit of weight to it. And as far as like people in my personal life, I did ask a lot of people what they thought about Old Spice, and the overall effect was which I was surprised by. I know that Jeffrey has told me that he gets a lot of compliments from Old Spice, and I don't know, maybe just not a lot of people in my area have a lot of memories with Old Spice. I don't know. But it really didn't go over that well at all. My wife, Amanda, was like, too, okay, but nothing that really blew anybody away. It blew me away, though. Fantastic scent. Think super highly of it. And if you are a fume head, a fragrance nerd, and you haven't checked out Old Spice, I highly suggest you take it for a ride. What a super fun trip. But that's it. Hope you have enjoyed my thoughts on Old Spice. Make sure to share with me your thoughts. Dying to hear what y'all think. But you guys take care, and we'll see you soon.